How's it going, everybody? It's Stas here. So in this video, we're going to be breaking down my M1 finance portfolio, doing a quick update since it's been about a month, almost a month and a half since my last update video. So I want to bring you guys up to speed. I want to talk about stocks I own, moves I've been making, how much money I've been making from capital gains, dividends, all that good stuff. So sit back, relax, take a sip of your coffee. Feel free to go down below and get yourself $30 from M1 Finance. If you guys don't have this brokerage, use my link down below, deposit $100, and we each get $30 free to invest with. And with that being said, let's get right into the video. So, like I said, it's been over a month since the last update video, and I went back to look at that video because, quite honestly, I forgot what the portfolio value was about a month and a half ago, and it was sitting at $13,300 in the last video. And as you all can see here in the top left of the screen, it is now over $14,000. There is $14,000 in this portfolio. So over the past month and a half, it is up $700, $800, roughly in that ballpark. And over the past week, the portfolio hasn't been doing well, obviously. I mean, the markets have been very rocky. Overall, we're down about $200 in the last week. We're down $210 for market gains, but we've made about $10 in dividends, so roughly we're down about $200. And over the past month, we're up $200. We're up $170 for market gains, up about $34 from earned dividends. So there you go. I made about $34 in dividends, and guess what? That paid for my gym membership. Although I don't take this money out, I reinvest it. But hey, I have some comfort knowing that maybe I can retire and get my gym membership paid for by the M1 portfolio. I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. I'm not doing that quite yet. In fact, I don't plan anytime soon on taking any money out of this portfolio. I want compound interest to work for me. And overall, in terms of the all-time chart of the portfolio, we're up $2,700, $2,400 being for market gains or capital gains or just the stock prices going up, and about $275 being from earned dividends. So let's break this down. Let's talk about stocks I own right now. Then we'll talk about this tab right here, which goes over my trading, dividends, and so forth. And this month, believe it or not, in June, and I don't want to spoil it, but screw it, I'll tell you right now, this month in June, I've hit a record in terms of earned dividends. I calculate this stuff every month, and so far, we're 19 days in, and I've made about $36, $37 in dividends, which is not the biggest amount. You know, I was joking before saying I can retire and pay my gym membership. It's not that much, but it's progress, because when I started this portfolio, I was literally making $1 a month, $2 a month, and now we're at $30 a month. And in 2 years from now, we'll be at 100, 300, and in a couple years after. So we're getting there. We're scaling up, and that is the whole goal when it comes to investing and dividends. Although this is not a really, I wouldn't consider this a dividend portfolio. I think dividends in general, in terms of this portfolio, it's they're the cherry on top, right? So let's talk about what I'm holding right now, and I haven't made many different changes, or really any changes at all. In fact, no, I did. I added one position to this portfolio and to my other portfolio, my other long-term, my main portfolio, right? Long-term one, that is. And in this case, we'll talk about that change in a second. And in this case, we have Google number one. Google is up a lot for us. Let's put it that way. You know, it's up $400 we've made on this position. Amazon's number two. We're up $200. Tesla, I'm down. I'm down on Tesla, down about $60. I believe my average cost is high 600s. Actually, no, mid 600s, right around 650 in this particular account. So we're down a little bit on Tesla, and I'm not really planning on adding any Tesla anytime soon until this thing comes down a bit. Let's say markets do correct 10-20%. Tesla gets down to about 300-400. That is probably where I will start adding more to Tesla. Maybe it doesn't get to 300, but maybe maybe 4 or 5-ish hundred. That is where I'd start averaging in more. Disney is my fourth biggest position here. We're up about $90 overall on Disney. Fifth is MasterCard, up $113 on MasterCard. J&J is that next position, followed by Pepsi, followed by good old Microsoft. And look at PayPal, guys. We're up $281 on PayPal in this account. And for a $900, $800 investment, that's a pretty good return. In this account, our average cost is about $189, as you guys can see in the bottom left of the screen right here. So I'm happy with PayPal. Exxonmobil is the next one that I do have here. Exxon's obviously an energy company. Energy's been doing very well. We have Barrick Gold under Exxon. So these are kind of my inflation hedge plays. We have Exxon, Barrick Gold, and then we have AbbVie, Starbucks, and Altria, which aren't necessarily inflation hedge plays. But at the bottom, we have GDX, which is an inflation hedge play. This is a gold miners ETF. It's a bunch of gold stocks mashed into one tradable ETF. And I'm down on this. We're seeing an average cost in this account of $38.79, and the price right now is $34. And I'm going to continue averaging down because, quite honestly, I feel like this will do well over the next coming months, even though right now we are down a good chunk because silver and gold last week, they got slammed. And I'm not going to freak out in terms of short-term price action because this is a longer-term account. So I'm just going to be buying in on the dip here. And I bought this ETF in this account, and I added this in my main long-term account as well. This is XLE. I literally bought $25 worth, nothing pretty much. Actually, no, $30 worth in this account. And my average cost is about $53.04. I added it at $53 in my other account as well. And the truth is, I mean, this account, this M1 account, which I did start for the YouTube channel, it is not my main account, guys. This is one, this account mirrors my main account pretty much. You know, there's some slight differences, but this really does mirror my main long-term account. And yeah, I want to add more to energy plays here, as I do think there's going to be more upside. And this pays about a 4% dividend. The XLE ETF here, which again is a bunch of energy stocks mashed into one. And that is my 16th position. So I have about 16, well, I do have 16 positions in this account. And you can see by far, Google's my biggest one. It's about a 15% target holding, and I do plan on keeping it that way. I love Google, and when it comes to big tech, I believe Google is the most undervalued of them all, even though most of them are not quote-unquote undervalued. But when you compare them to each other, Google's PE is like a 30 right now, guys. It's right around 30. And for the growth Google has, YouTube, in my opinion, being undervalued, I feel like 30 is reasonable. You know, if Google were to pull back to, let's say, what's it trading at now? $2,500 per share? Yeah, $2,500 per share. If it were to pull down under 2,000, we're talking about a PE that's going to come down into the 20s, and I'm going to be buying that all day, every day. I'm going to be buying that because I'm looking to hold this at least for the next 5-10 years. I mean, at least, guys. And my average cost on Google right now is $1,900, and if it somehow were to get under $1,900, you best believe I will be buying even more. So those are my holdings right now. I'm not trying to bore you guys because I know most of you know this already, but for the new viewers out there, this is what I'm rocking and rolling with, and I feel like this is a pretty balanced portfolio. We have tech, we have gold stocks, energy, we have a lot of, consumer defensive, consumer staples, and so forth. So I feel like we're very balanced here. It's not a really concentrated portfolio, but that's not what I'm really going for when it comes to this. And let me show you all the dividends that I've been making and trades I've been making over the past month and some change here. You guys can see, look at this. We made about $3 from Starbucks. That was in the end of May. And look at what we've been doing in terms of dividends in June. Like I said, June is my record month for dividends. We got $6 from J&J, almost $12 from Exxon, almost $2 from Microsoft. We got $3 from Barrick Gold on this day, and I'm not sure why they did this, but they must have messed up the Barrick Gold dividend here on M1 Finance. But overall, I made about $8 from Barrick Gold. That was a couple days ago. And I also made about $5 from Raytheon, even though I sold out of that stock. And the truth is, guys, if you sell out of a stock, you still get their dividend depending on the day you sell out. You know, it's you guys know what I mean. It's what's it called? The ex-dividend date. As long as you're buying it before that or you hold it before that, you're going to get the dividends. So, yeah, that's what I've been making in terms of dividends, and I've been buying little stocks here and there. You know, I bought some Barrick Gold in the beginning of June. You know, I averaged in my position there. I did some buying and some selling. This is when I sold out of Raytheon in the beginning of June. I completely liquidated that position, took a good amount of profit there, and I bought more GDX. I bought into Altria. I bought more Google, Exxon, and Microsoft. You guys can see those big moves there. And I also bought recently. What did I buy recently? I bought more GDX recently and Starbucks. I bought GDX on the dip. That was a couple of days ago. And you guys can see here, I bought some XLE. That was with just extra cash laying around in the account and just dividend money as well. And I plan on beefing up my XLE position here in the coming future, coming days, coming weeks, as it's literally a 0.2% holding in my portfolio, and I want to beef it up to about a 5% holding in my portfolio. So overall, guys, that is what I've been doing. That's how much money I've been making from dividends, trades I've been making. So what do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comments. I would love to know as always. And don't forget, if you guys want to get $30 free from M1 Finance, I absolutely love this brokerage for long-term investing. I've been using it for almost 2 years now. Check out my link down below. All you have to do is deposit $100 and you get $30. I also get $30 since it is an affiliate link. And if you guys want to be notified every time I make a move, not only in this account, but in all my accounts, check out my Patreon. That's linked down below, or you guys can go to StockSurfest.com/Patreon. That's StockSurfest.com/Patreon. And let me tell you, I'm putting in so much work there, from real-time buys, sells, call outs. I'm doing a morning update video going over the markets, breaking news, breakout stocks every single day, and you have more access to me on Patreon, so check that out. Again, it's at StockSurfest.com/Patreon. I'll see you all there. Thanks for tuning in again. As always, keep crushing the market. Stay safe out there, guys. Peace out.